Welcome to Dad's DeFi Space. I'm Kevin, your guide to everything crypto and DeFi. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to spend some time with me. I would like to take a look at my own personal DeFi and crypto journey and get into a discussion of why crypto, why DeFi, and why in 2025. So if you like content like this, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, ping that notification bell so you never miss a video, and share this with anybody who may need some help or just some guidance in the crypto and DeFi networks. And be aware that nothing here constitutes financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, just a dad interested in DeFi. Please do your own research. Anything discussed today is not a recommendation to buy or to sell or to anything. You have your big boy and big girl britches, and you can make your own decisions out there. But let's get to it. So, as you know, I'm Dad DeFi, and I got involved in the crypto space back in February, March of 2021 during the final push and phase 4 of the bull run during last Bitcoin cycle. And part of the reason I got involved is I had way too much free time at home during COVID. I was already investing in stocks and trying to build wealth. That's what all of us are trying to do here, right? Financial freedom for us and our families. Well, to make a long story short, I started my family very young, around age 23, 24. This did not set us off on the right foot financially speaking. This required me to begin to think outside the box. My first child, or children, they were twins. Yes, twins, go figure. They're growing up. They're in their 20s. Each of them are treading their own path, going to school, working, living their own lives. And I started a family again. And now I have. What's crazy about this is it's expensive to manage a family with love and trying to provide for them a foundation which they can grow on. Crypto became something that I thought, this is something I want to look into and something that I want to try to build for my own family. So for me personally, Bitcoin was a way for me to provide for myself and my family better than I could just as an educator, because that is what I was by trade. Still am, for the most part, because I consider this education. It's just not something that they teach us in public schools, not in the United States anyway. And I assume this is probably true for the rest of the world, because most of what we learn within the DeFi and crypto space aren't things that the people in charge want us to know. Gives us too much freedom of finance, freedom of movement. And freedom is very near and dear to my heart. So I would love to get into a discussion of why Bitcoin, why crypto, and why DeFi. And I can divide this into a few different categories. Building long-term wealth, financial accessibility, inclusion, we'll talk about that in a minute, addressing financial challenges, technological adoption. The world is changing. We are in a fourth, fifth industrial revolution at this point, which is very much being carried out by AI. I want to talk lifestyle improvements, passive income benefits, and then opportunities for growth. So when we look at why a dad like me would invest in crypto and DeFi, we first have to ask ourselves, why would we spend this much time and effort on something this risky? And there are a few reasons, and this all relates to category 1, building long-term wealth. As a Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and DeFi investor, we are the early adopters. If you're listening to this live stream right now, you are one of them, okay? You are one of them. And by being an early adopter, you have the potential to secure exponential growth and gains for yourself, your family, and your loved ones. One of my main reasons of doing this is to secure my family's future. Crypto and DeFi are a hedge against inflation. Our governments are inflating our money away, printing and printing and printing and printing, wars, welfare, military-industrial complex. It goes on and on. But Bitcoin allows us to kind of decouple from the traditional markets and also hedge against inflation if you have a 4-year or longer outlook. And we'll talk about that in a later video. This gives the potential to generate passive income, right? So crypto also allows us to create a lot of cash flowing positions through yield farming, through staking, liquid staking, DeFi lending. So many options out there. We've talked about many of them on the channel, so please check out some of our videos from the past on DeFi lending and yield farming. There's also a scarcity of assets. When there's a scarcity of assets like Bitcoin, which only has 21 million in circulation, it offers wealth preservation. And this brings me to the final point, which it creates generational wealth building opportunities for your children. Crypto and DeFi, second point, offer financial accessibility and inclusion to everyone, right? I want it to be able to offer this not just for myself and my wife, but my children, right? You can enter DeFi and enter a lending position with $1 of funds, 10, 100, 1,000, 1 million, 3 million. It doesn't matter, right? This is true financial inclusiveness. No other assets offer this, right? I can have millions of dollars of cryptocurrency, and then I can give my hardware wallet to a trusted family member who then can distribute it. I don't have to talk to a bank. I don't have to a government. All I have to do is educate myself and my children on how to use it. A great way to do this is through our channel and through our X account. So check us out on X at CryptoZone1013 and our webpage at dadsdefispace.org, right? So next, I wanted to talk about why would I even get my children involved? And it still relates to point number 2, which is this also creates financial independence and a way for your children to hedge their value against inflation, which is not going to stop. So what kind of financial challenges can be improved by crypto and DeFi? Well, first and foremost, you can offset rising medical bills, credit card debt, faster financial recovery from mortgage debt, any debt out there. Creates additional income if you need to spend more time with your family, whether that's due to medical reasons or you just want to spend more time with your loved ones. It helps to fund higher education. You can liquidate crypto very, very, very quickly if there is an emergency. And it helps to build resilience in your family by having that nest egg that's always there for emergencies. So I can't think of a better asset that would allow you that freedom, control, and safety with the least amount of risk. Not to say that crypto is not risky, but it still is something worth looking into for most. Now, another reason I'm involved is technological adoption. Crypto can help your kids become more technological and financially literate, which is the way our world is changing, hence making that information readily available for them to make good life and financial decisions. Crypto can also help you stay ahead of that growth curve. Understand, big players are in this. They're preparing to tokenize real estate, bonds, other asset classes. Some of it is already happening now. Think Ondo, tokenization of treasuries. Think Proppy, tokenization of real estate. And that's just the start. So you are participating in the next financial frontier. RWA, the AI space, DeSci, DePIN. It's something that I want to make sure my children and my family have a piece of the pie. And this leads to one of the last couple things I wanted to talk about: potential lifestyle improvements. You will get financial freedom to spend more time with your family. That is number one in my book. We are only here for a little bit of time, and time is one of our most precious resources. This gives us the ability to better take care of our family, physically, mentally, and emotionally. You will be able to pay off your debt faster. It gives opportunities for people like I to retire earlier. When you reduce the amount of debt you have, you also reduce the amount of stress you feel due to financial relief. And think about that for a second. Less stress, better health, better life. It all relates. And one thing that's really, really important to me is I want to be able to travel with my loved ones. The more gains we make, the more we can travel. Most of our traveling right now is visiting family, but for the most part, I want to be able to offer those experiences, not just to myself, but to my loved ones, my kids, my wife, maybe even my mother one day. This isn't all just for me. If you're doing this all just for you, you are missing the point. It's nice to have nice things, but it's nicer to have your people taken care of, low stress, and the ability to offer them something that we can do in a shorter amount of time. Traditional finance, this could take decades. Your retirement, your pension, 401ks, 403bs, etc. With crypto, some people are managed to achieve this in months. One cycle, 2 cycles, we're looking at less than 10 years. It's crazy to think about, right? I want to make sure that through the use in my own journey within crypto and DeFi, that it also helps to instill those values in my children. It teaches the importance of investment and diversification, financial literacy, the importance of macroeconomics. And then I hope that one day this gives me the ability to give a lot more back than what I can give now. Philanthropy, right? This isn't all just for yourself. At least it's not for me. And I want to be able to offer that advice. It's not financial advice. This is life advice to all those who hear this in the future and those who are here today. So let's talk about one more point before we move on. When we're in this space, whether we're trying to achieve financial freedom for ourselves, our family, a group, a community, it doesn't just start with education. It also starts with risk management, how to be safe, right? You got to make sure that you mitigate your risk exposure in this place, learn how to use a hardware wallet safely, how to stay safe from scams, how to keep your crypto and code storage safely, store your keys. Remember, not your keys, not your coins. And yes, we play in DeFi and sometimes CeFi a little bit all the time, but I don't keep all of my funds in my hot wallets. I know that those are not 100% safe. Heck, a hardware wallet is not 100% safe. You need to make sure you understand portfolio allocations. There'll be a video coming out later this week on this exact topic. And then you must make sure your long-term planning aligns with those financial goals. What is your risk tolerance? Why are you investing? You need to have ladder out points for your profits, and you need to have a plan of what you want to do with these profits. I have my plan in place, helping a child with medical bills, paying off a little bit of family debt, down payments on new vehicles, family vacation to Europe, hopefully in the near future. We already planned a summer vacation to Chicago. Crypto helped pay for it. My son went to Iceland. Bought his plane tickets. That is what I'm talking about. And if you are here, you're already ahead of the game because retail is not back yet. So, enough about my personal story and why I invest in crypto and DeFi. And remember, nothing is financial advice. This is just what I'm doing. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out today to Dad's DeFi space and spending some time with us. Please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and find us on X, CryptoZone 1013, and check out our webpage at dadsdefispace.org. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace.